Streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to our stream of the final table of our Friday daytime $130 buy-in 10K guaranteed weekly tournament. I am Brent, joined by Oaktai.
What's up, guys? Oak's in the house.
Just getting underway here. We got a good prize pool here.
Great prize pool
at $17,900, crushing the 10K guarantee. First place going to take home almost $5,000, $4,833. Jumping right in here, we got pocket sevens for Alton. You see Chris with $1 million in chips. He's got the table covered.
A million. Yeah.
A million, yeah.
Running good. Yeah, this tournament has been increasing every single week. The last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago it was like 140. Last week was probably the highest I've seen at 164. And today, 179. The word's getting out. This is one of the better tournaments to play. It's a cheap buy-in for great cash rewards. First place, like you said, almost.
Yeah, 48.33.
Yeah, almost 5K. That's amazing for one day's work.
Yeah.
I'm going to quit my job so I can play poker.
All right, we got an all-in already here. Adam.
I'm all in.
With ace-king offsuit.
Yeah. And Alton's got a decision to make, right? He's got sevens to race if he calls.
Yeah, he's already
But this is Omar thinking with 9-8. Is that correct? Am I looking at that right? No. No, that's not right.
No, Alton raised to 20. Omar called in the small blind, it looks like.
Yeah, the big blind is Adam with the,
went
yeah,
all in.
with
so
the,
now, yeah. Alton,
the lumberjack
player
shirt.
behind, not going to make the call with the
Right.
sevens.
Right. That's what happened.
Easy fold there for Omar.
Seemed like it. Well, you don't feel confident with sevens. You always feel like someone has an overpair. You're drawing thin. Thin to slim. How's everybody doing on this Friday? TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
I didn't want to wait 15 minutes. I
Got
want
Gianni in the box. Oh, what's up, Oaks Poker?
I just want to check this if it's working. Chiming in. I'm here and there. Hand number 2. First hand was pretty good. You got it all in on the first hand. No elimination. I'm all in. There's a all in again.
Yeah, this time it's Billy, 160,000 in chips. Putting them all in the middle here. See if anyone gets a calling hand.
Yeah, the blinds are 5K, 10K, so that's a good move to do. And he put his lucky stone on the ring. It's a ring. He put his lucky ring in, so it worked.
I'm not going to need to use it. Nobody's calling.
Yeah, nobody called. Final table. Seems like we got some aggression going. I like it. Never a dull moment. Let's see what kind of strategies everyone's got here. Got a hodgepodge of individuals, some regulars of ours.
Yeah, we got Bo there in seat 3. We got, I recognize seat 6. Seen Adam before, but I don't know if I've seen him on tournaments.
Right? So that's a technical term for the wife beater, right? That shirt, that white shirt, T-shirt like that?
No, wife beater's a tank.
Oh, it's a white tank top, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought a white T-shirt was a white. See, thanks for clearing that for me.
That's what I'm here for. I don't know what the term for that is. Just a white tee.
White tee.
White tee.
On the button, makes a play, nobody call. So far, tight. People playing tight. No gamble yet.
We've had a couple all-ins. You know, give them a little
Yeah,
bit
I got
of
some
credit.
all-ins with no calls, though. I
but
mean, you know, like, I like it. 179. We got to the final feature table here.
Oh,
little glitch. Glitch.
All right, Billy's starting us off here with ace-9 offsuit. Bunch of folds here over to Mark with pocket fives.
Pocket fives in middle position. You don't really feel that great. I mean, it's a set mining hand you can call with, but he raises. He opts to use the
Min raise.
yeah. And it seems like everyone's playing a little tight when they got here, so it probably gets through. But
Well,
Chris,
it's only 10K
I
more
was
for
about to say, Chris
Yeah,
is the chip leader is not getting through. What was I thinking there for a second?
Got a call. That's why I've said it before. I don't love a min raise. I don't know.
I don't like a mid raise either, and in mid position, but I do like it when you hit a set.
Yeah.
It's going to be a check, bet, fold, I bet, because unfortunately, see, if Mark was smart. He would
Bet
try
20K.
to. Nah, don't bet anything. Check back.
Yeah,
check
but
back.
we know he's
weakness.
betting here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because
That's probably a little too much.
yeah, Chris was just calling to see if he hit a flop, but he didn't. So he's not going to spew off any chips there. Wrong player. You win a set, you check back. Check that weak. Show
I'm
that.
with you, yeah.
You let him catch up. Hopefully, two pair or
Especially
something.
when your opponent's got the chip lead. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got chips to.
because you know if you
try
check
to
back
buy
there,
some.
right. Chris in seat one's probably going to fire out
Yeah.
on the turn, try to take it away. Maybe on the river. Whatever. Sometimes the play works out. Sometimes it doesn't. It's always nice to flop a set, though.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon just put out some color-up chips. We're going to color up real quickly. Maybe not this hand, next hand. There's no break. We already had the break before we started the final, so you don't have to worry about – oh, we're doing it right now. Sorry. Color up right now real quick.
Yeah, they're just going to get this out of the way.
Yeah,
get
get
orange
those
chips
little
out, and
1,000 chips out of that. We don't
then
need
move
those
right
chips.
along with the action.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, we got the Moneymaker coming up here.
Oh, yeah. Moneymaker Tour Series.
Just a couple weeks away, mid-February here. Trying to get the exact dates.
10, 15, 15.
The blinds have just gone up now. 10,000, 15,000, 15,000.
All right, there we go. Had to pull it up online, but yes, they're coming the 15th to the 27th of February here. What does this say? Third stop here now?
I believe it's the third time around.
Third
Yeah.
or the fourth, but I think the third one.
Third one, correct.
Yeah, gonna kick off Thursday, February 15th, and it will conclude Monday, February 26th. As always, a lot of good tournaments in there, big guarantees. You can always visit pbkennelclub.com for more information.
Yeah, I believe the first event's going to be a bounty tournament. Started off with some fun. You like
Let's see.
bounties?
Yeah, mystery bounty.
Mystery bounty tournament, that's what I'm saying.
Moneymaker mystery bounty, 250,000 guarantee. I like mystery bounties even better. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was so funny. We had an idea that, you know how they do the deal or no deal cases? And they,
Yeah.
and they open up and there's an envelope. Deal or no deal? It's-
Kind of the same. Yeah, kind of the same thinking on this one.
we got a new dealer coming in the box, Justin.
That's a little excitement. What was the biggest one last time? Like 15K, I wanted to say?
Yeah, it was,
Anywhere from like 500 to 15K?
I think you're right. And,
Something like that.
yeah, and two of them didn't get pulled until the end. Like,
Yeah.
they chopped up one. I was like, wow, it was a really good tournament. It's always a fun tournament because just there's a mystery behind it, you know?
Yeah. Brian laying down the Kennel Club hand, and it was suited.
How dare he? How dare he?
Doesn't know where he's playing at.
I don't think he wants to win first place.
Folds around here too. Blind versus, or no, I'm sorry, Omar did call. So we got 3 players in here. Omar,
3 hands, a limp pot.
Bill and Billy.
Yep. There's your flop. All spades. 10-8 tray.
Bo with the queen of spades.
Yeah.
Omar flopping middle pair top kicker. He's going to bet it 35,000.
Yeah, charge that person a chance to get to that spade draw. And
Don't know what Billy had, but he's out of the picture. Bo will call with that queen of spades.
Right.
Onto the turn here, heads up.
you went check, check
Omar
back.
Slowing down, yep, check,
Yep.
check. See if Bo takes a stab at it. Only way he's going to win it here, and he does, betting 75,000.
Ooh,
Quick
snap
call.
call. Wow. Wow.
Good call there.
Right? I mean, you got middle pair. He
Yeah,
checked.
ended up being second highest pair with top kicker, but yeah,
Yeah, I
probably
like-
put him on that draw. And
Right,
so
right. I like Bo's play there. He thought that's the only way he could win, like you said.
Yeah.
But Omar felt like the spade didn't come, so his hand was good with one pair. And sometimes you're right. Go with that gut feeling. And number 7. It's a tough play to make out of position, but like if you check it down, you're losing the hand. So it was a good sized pot to go for a stab there.
All in down there.
We got an all-in call
there
here.
you go, yeah.
Chris with ace-6 and
raise
Billy
from
with
Chris.
ace-7 all-in.
An all in from Billy here. So what is it? Chris raised to 30,000.
Right.
All in for 130.
That could be a chop pot. Looks like a snap call.
And there's going to be a call.
This is when you know you're running good. If a 6 comes out, hallelujah. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens. Okay, safe flop. There it is.
Aces,
Chop it up.
anything above a 7.
Oh,
Ooh,
7
right
for
in the
2
chop.
pair. Never mind the chop, people. Yowza. Running good on the stream. Goes from a chop to a win.
So our first all in with a call results in the short stack doubling up. Billy there. Up to about, I didn't see we started, 130, 260, about 300,000 in chips with the blinds, I'm sure.
I think you're accurate in that assumption there.
That almost beats
And putting a dent in Chris's stack, although he's still the chip leader pretty easily. Still looking like he's
Close
got,
to a million still, yeah.
9 and change. So
Right.
yeah. Adam looking down at King Queen of Clubs.
I like that hand.
35,000.
Looks nice. He's raising up to 35,000.
That's like a mid-click. The blinds now at 10, 15,000. I probably would have went to 45, maybe 50,000, even a little on the high side. But it might get through either way. So, hey, what do I know?
But it's going to come to a big blind. Looking down to the Queen 8 suited, and
They're
it's only
suited.
20,000 more. And how do you not call?
Yeah, he's priced in, he says. So let's go for it. Total dominated right here, though. 8 versus King. Ace, Jack 5 on the flop.
Both players bricking. Adam's King Queen high still.
Yeah,
ahead.
so a C bet would work, right? That's what they call a
should work
continuation.
very easily. And
40,000 takes it down. And that's basic tournament poker 101, Bet a little bit in the flop, get a call. Both players miss the flop, C-bet, win the hand.
easy enough.
Makes it look easy, doesn't it?
It's a great strategy until your opponent hits something,
Until they flop a send, they fire back.
two
Yeah.
pair.
Mark, UTG 1 +1, fires out 8, 10, 8 spades. Chris now with a pair. Ask him what his chick stacks are, just in case. Makes the call. We always call this set mining, but he is in position, though. Chris is capable of winning this hand by blowing the player off of the hand if the flop is favorable to his liking. Omar has one of the threes that Chris needs, so I guess there's only 1 3 left in the deck. And there's 3 players. Let's see at 3. Oh, king 5, ace, all spades. Mike flops a flush. What are you laughing at?
No, I heard. Inside. Mike with the flush here, yeah. All we're missing is Chris's 3.
All right, just lays it down. The board's too wet for him to try to make a move at that. Good lay down. You know, you try to catch a 3. I think it went check on the flop, which was smart from Mike's perspective, hoping someone to catch up a little bit. Another spade didn't come out. And Chris is texting his buddy. Did you see how that played? Look at what's going on. Read? Hand number 10. Getting excited. No eliminations so far.
Yeah.
This could go all night long.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
We had some inside information that this could be a long one.
No. No predictions of that.
So far. So far accurate. Bo raising the 35,000 with ace-9 here. Mark going to make the call with ace-4 of spades. And Adam in the big blind calls with jack-10 offsuit. Flop ace-8. Or I'm sorry, ace-6-6. Two pair for Bo and Mark.
2 pair.
Bo in the lead with that 9 kicker, although...
I like when people say 2 pair and actually you only have 1 pair, you know? I mean, the board's paired. Yeah, technically speaking, it's 2 pair. Not pairs, as in peaches, but pair, as in...
These 2 are heads up. Again, Bo in the lead, but he's at risk of, yeah,
that,
there it is.
of a chop. Yeah.
Of it. Losing that lead pretty quickly to any high
Right.
card. And right on cue.
But like we saw,
But he's free rolling
I was
here.
about to say, yeah, like we've seen before, though.
Yeah, Mark cannot hit a 4, and Bo can hit a 9.
9 on the river, correct.
So, a little bit of a free roll.
Mark representing a big ace here. I mean, he fires out 85K. Bo wants to see the river.
Bo not the greatest.
Oh, it looks like a jam. All in, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Put the pressure. That is a great play right
yeah,
there.
that's going to make it hard for...
Woo! Your 4 shrivels up real quick.
All right, Adam's out of this hand. I don't know why he's still in here.
Yeah,
but
they haven't taken it down yet, but this heads up. Correct. Ooh.
There we go.
On cue. They heard you. On cue. Cue. So is Mark just posturing here? I mean, he doesn't want an instant fold to show weakness. Is he thinking that it's possible that they can chop because the queen's on board? Or does he think Bo has a 6?
Or a better ace, I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
he did raise
those are the
pre-flop.
thoughts that go through your mind. And, you know,
I mean, he raised pre-flop from what, middle position, basically.
yeah.
I don't know what. Oh, they got him hijack. I mean, you're probably not putting him on a 6 here.
Yeah, because you put him on 6, it's a snap fold, right? You're
Pocket,
like,
you're
oh.
pretty much putting him on quads in a way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, raising pre-flop from that position. I mean,
He's taking his
maybe
time.
ace-6.
He might make a call here. It looks like he's debating.
Well, the board is chop friendly here. I mean, the Bo's got ace-jack, ace-10.
He says call. Look at that. He made the right decision. Doesn't let all
Good
those
call
chips
again,
go
though. A
away.
9 would be
Would have been gross.
disastrous.
Yeah.
But it's a 10. It's going to be a chop.
Bo says instantly, you should supposed to fold that hand. That was kind of a loose call, but it's one of those things that he just didn't want to let those chips go away.
Yep.
So either he thought Bo was making a move with the air and he thought it was good, or he thought it was a chop, like you said.
I think the latter of those.
Yeah, strong
I
call.
think he's probably thinking, does he really have ace king? Does he? I mean, he check the flop.
Here are your chip counts. Chris in the lead still,
Yeah, still a
855,000.
commanding chip lead. He came in with a little over $1 million, but lost that one to Billy, but still not taking too much of a hit.
Yeah, Billy went from the bottom a little bit into the middle, and on the bottom we have.
I did a little too much talking about Chris there. I didn't see any of those other chip stacks, but you know,
Yeah.
they were there and then they were gone, just like that.
35,000.
We'll get them next time.
Billy leads out with Queen Jack suited. Another hand of mine that I like in
Yeah,
tournaments.
speaking of Billy, he's got 300,000 now, 290. Mark and Omar in the mid fours there, 435, 430. Speaking of Mark, action on him with ace 10 here.
Yeah, we saw him get sticky with ace 4, so ace 10's got to be a
Yeah,
big
I
hand.
see more than 35,000 in this hand here. Looks like we might have a little 3-bet here. Looks like 90,000 is he holding?
95,000.
95.
8 ounces.
Even more. I like Queen Jack suited, but I don't think I like it 95,000 if you're Billy here with only 255 behind.
Well, what do you see? I mean, it could be his favorite hand. He might go all in, put the pressure back, but no.
Yeah,
He's going to let it go.
not quite good enough.
When you do that, the microphone picks up all the shirt scratching noises.
Oh, when I do what?
That, what
This?
you were doing, yeah.
Oh.
It was funny.
I was wondering where I was getting that look.
You ever see those people on TikTok? They do that with their microphone. Like, it's so weird how people watch that.
I don't
Just to
know
hear
what
noises?
you're talking about.
Oh, you watch TikTok?
Nah,
Okay.
I'm too old for that.
Chris with the good wired pocket pair of 10s. They could be aces, for God's sakes.
People just making sounds on that thing now.
They
That's
do. And people, like, watch it. So strange. It's obviously, it's a
I
girl.
told you they lost, or maybe not you, but
Oh.
I said like they've lost me when like people play video games and stream it, and like people watch other people playing video games. Like, why don't you just play the
Ooh.
damn game yourself?
Hate to cut you off, but Bo just raises here with ace-9 offsuit.
3-bets 125.
125.
We could have a little action here.
A lot of action because I know Chris, he
And,
doesn't like to
yeah,
fold.
Chris is the chip leader. But it's got to be concerning when you got that image and you got Bo here coming back over top. And Bo's got enough chips here, 265 more, so 365, 390 Bo started the hand
My
with.
prediction, Chris puts them all in. That's my prediction.
Yeah, but 390 and he started with 855.
Yeah,
That'd be 465 he'd be left with if he lost this hand.
if he lost it. Or if Bo, who knows if Bo calls. It's a question of whether if.
Well, we know based on the cards, if this does get all in, or if he does go over the top, it's a good bet. He'd be getting his money in good. 73% favor right now, based on our stats.
Correct. So Bo would have to hit one of the two aces.
And
Oh,
yeah.
he plays conservative there.
But
Oh,
aces.
wow.
Okay,
What?
misread. Ignore what I just said about those stats, because those stats are a lie. He was getting his money in very bad.
Oh, man. That's why that player is a good player.
Makes a little bit more sense now, though.
A
'cause,
lot
yeah,
more sense
I mean, if
there.
you're Chris and you know your image and you know the chips, and Bo's here, we're sitting here still 9-handed, you don't want to be first one out. I mean, he's not going to 3-bet him with ace-9, you wouldn't think. I was surprised by that move.
Me
So.
too. I thought it was a good play.
Showing the
ballsy.
aces makes a lot more sense. a safer play there to 3-bet with aces.
You know what the funny
yeah.
thing is? If he didn't show those two aces,
We would.
my whole time thinking, I would be like, he made a move with
yeah,
ace-9
and then
offsuit.
Chris watches the stream after,
Yeah.
and he's like, he did that with
With
ace-9?
ace-9?
Wow.
I guess the saying is believe only half of what you see, nothing of what you hear.
Action folding around here, and Chris with the option.
Sensing weakness
Is
from the
gonna-
table. Puts his foot on the gas pedal. Ace-3 offsuit. All in. And that's
Yeah.
how you pick up some chips.
Pick
Dead
up-
money,
pick up
they call it.
45,000, I guess.
Yeah, not bad.
I mean, he just raised to 30,000 and had to fold last hand, so there you go. Got that back in a little interest.
But those are good reads, though. I mean, because if you simply think to yourself, I have a pair of tens. Maybe I'm racing. I call or I go all in. He looked over at Bo and sensed that confidence coming from his hand and folded. Like, didn't even flat call to see the flop or nothing. High level play. Our chat's been very quiet. Nobody in the chat saying hello to us today. They're all partying, I guess.
Calling out the chat already. I mean, it is a Friday night, you know.
Oh, last Friday the chat was live, though. People were saying hello.
220,000.
No one on the rails wishing anybody on the table good luck. Alton with pocket deuces, all in for 220K. Chris making
So
a call
is
with
this-
ace-8.
Is this actually ace-8?
See how that's what your question.
I got trust issues after that last ace-9.
Yeah,
you know?
Gio's
I
in the
don't
back
know.
by himself, so maybe
Always won.
it is
Yeah,
ace-8.
it is ace-8. Okay.
All right,
Well, it's a
One
gonna be
pair
a
versus
flip.
two
I
overs.
like ace-8 here. I don't know why.
because of that reason. No, 3,
No?
king, 4, deuce.
Oh,
A set of
well,
deuces.
A 5.
5 and only a 5.
All right, never mind. Schmergle. Your hand held up.
Mergel's hand holds up. Alton doubles up here with deuces. Trips, trip deuces.
There you go, buddy. You got the chat.
It's about
livening
time.
Up. Rooting
What's
for
up?
Bo. We just saw Bo take down a pot with aces over Chris. Not a big one, but getting him off his pocket tens. And there we see another chunk out of Chris's stack. Still a chip lead, but that one cost him a little bit.
220, so we'll go from 890 to 220. So go over 600K in chips here. But you don't want to
Still
keep
gonna be
doing
a
that.
chip lead, but
Yeah.
it's not dominant anymore.
Not exactly.
See Mark at 5'10", not too far behind.
And the funny thing is, this is not a bounty tournament. Like, he didn't have to make that call.
Yeah, that was a loose call.
Yeah,
I mean, you saw him just fold the tens,
Right.
not even see a flop, as
Right.
you mentioned. Now you're calling
Curious.
200,000 pre-flop with ace-8 offsuit. I mean, in the end, he got it in really as good as you can get it in with ace-8.
Yeah,
I would
flip for
assume.
sure.
Yeah, that's about best case scenario, but
Here's the thing about good players. I'm not saying Chris is a good player. Maybe he's great, but the thing of it is you lose a hand, you don't get flustered. You go right back to the next hand, like cool and calm as he is. He raises from the button and gets a small blind and big blind to call. The flop is 4 deuce 6 here. Nobody catches a piece of
connected.
that. What?
nobody connected.
Yeah, nobody connected to that. So it's going to go check, check. Oh, I was about to say Chris could actually bet the button there, but he's thinking maybe a player trapped.
Bo sensing the weakness.
Yeah.
He's going bet 55,000.
Bo with king high, who actually has the best hand right now. He's bluffing with the best hand. Little does he know, the best hand will win. And he's going to think, that's so funny, though. He's going to think he made a move, but he didn't, actually.
Yeah.
See, good players like Bo don't need aces to win a hand.
You'd say maybe by Chris raising on the button, you put him on maybe having an ace. But
Could've.
then again, with the chip lead, and you've seen he's been aggressive.
Right.
Probably just raising the button because he's the button.
Normally, that's what I do, too. I raise the button.
Yeah.
And it's okay to lose a button raise loss is fine, because if you do it consistently enough, you will wake up with a hand. People will not give you credit for it, and they will pay you off.
Yeah, so Bo,
Omar's all in
you saw
here.
Bo there not give Chris credit for that.
No,
ace,
he
so
didn't. He didn't.
Paid off.
Yeah, good players
As
do
you
that.
said here, Omar all in with ace-queen offsuit. 415,000. I mean, it's a playable stack, but he's going to put it all in pre-flop.
A little oversized bet there,
Yeah,
right?
just a little bit. Doesn't look like it's making a difference. Nobody had a hand even to call.
Good, yes, it won the blinds. Bad, maybe, because you could have got value there. I always wonder when
Well,
people.
bad because are you going to be called with a worse hand?
No, you're never getting called with the worst hand.
Exactly. So that's why to me that's why it's a terrible play because
Right.
you're risking all your chips. You're never getting any value because no one should call you with the worst hand than ace queen really.
Right.
So you're only putting yourself at risk to pick up what? I mean, nobody even could call. So to pick up 15,
Maybe he was hoping Chris would
40,000?
spew off with ace-8.
and he's got more than he's got over 400,000. There's no need to risk that for
Right,
40,000.
right. He's
So
not in the
I don't
red
like
zone.
the play at all, but
Hey, yeah.
he got 40,000 there at least.
Yep. Funny thing about
I was,
poker.
yeah, I was debating do you like that play, do you not like that play more, or do you not like the min raise more? But I think I'd prefer a min raise over that because then
Yeah.
you're risking your whole stack with that play. Min raise, you're just inviting somebody in.
Oh, let's get an aces count. This is the second time we've seen him so far. Last week we didn't see him at all. Pocket aces here. What does Mark do?
Well, it's only 20,000 more here again. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So
Bow raised.
raised. Oh, I
Mark
had that
flat
backwards.
calls.
Okay. So yes.
Trying to be sneaky here.
Check to him.
Deuce tray 7.
Check to him.
35,000.
It was a check
Yep.
from Mark and Bo
Now,
C-bets.
do you come over the top, or do you let another?
That board's dry enough. I just flat call
You
again.
got the clubs out there, but yeah, he's with you.
It's a good call.
Don't want to see a club here though. That's
Right.
a safe card.
Very good card. 8 on the
Checks
turn.
again.
Ooh, gets
Now I think you come
65K.
over top. Because if you just call here and you
You don't
check
get no value in the
again,
river,
he's gonna be suspicious. So you might as well make your move here and hope he's.
He's going to take option B, which is just call again.
You think so? I think he's coming over the top.
He's doing his acting performance here, though.
I think he's raising.
I don't know what to do. Huh. The decision. You know what they say? When people show weakness, it always means strength. The reverse
All right,
tell.
You are right.
The reverse tell.
So this is a call, but I feel like a check here is gonna get a check from Bo unless Bo improves.
Very dry board. 7, tray, deuce, 8, 9.
Yeah, see, I don't see Bo betting here.
Nah.
Well, okay.
180,000.
I'm wrong.
Call. 180 just flat calls. Doesn't raise. Just says call. Shows. A pair of deuces. And Mark,
Wow. Okay.
with the performance of the night. I'd like to thank the Oscars, please.
I mean, we know Bo's an aggressive player, but I was kind of surprised he came with the third barrel there. But
Well, because
I would say that's maximum value. So well played.
that's definitely max value for that hand of aces.
And I don't even mind the just calling at the end there. Yeah, just in case Bo has a two pair or something, just flat call it.
Well, we do know that even if you raise, he wasn't going to get called.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's another one of those where you're only getting called with the worst hand at that
correct,
point.
Correct. So,
So,
uh,
but yeah, well played there. I mean,
see, it's a different approach though, because you and I would probably play the hand differently.
I would have raised the turn.
Yeah,
Yes.
you would raise the turn because you want to get.
Because I didn't.
Right.
I would think if I'm checking river,
Bo's just gonna check
probably
back.
checking
Yeah.
back. So I'm gonna try to get my more value on that turn.
Yeah.
But hey, kudos to Mark. He definitely got max value there. So well played. And was not afraid to make the call. Snap called it there at the end.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would think he thinks his aces are the best,
Yeah.
so he's. I wonder how the chat would play those hands.
We see Omar flopping two pair here. Nobody else really with anything. Omar takes it down. All right, still nine-handed here.
Now the trick of here's the thing though, for Bo's sake right here, gotta let that hand go. You made a move, it didn't work out. Okay, you gotta regroup again. Say to yourself, it's just one hand. I got chips enough to play. A chip in a chair, double up somewhere down the line, get back into the game. You cannot think about that hand over and over again because I've seen players do. And I'm saying Bo's doing that. I'm just saying, if you're playing tournament poker or any poker for that matter, one hand does not dictate the whole mat of the night, so he's still got chips to get in the hand.
All right, here we
Chris
go.
with
We
ace
got,
king.
yeah, we got Alton min raising here with pocket fives. Last time we saw those, they flopped a set. And we got Chris here right behind him now, thinking it over on whether he wants to flat or 3-bet. I'm going to say he's probably going to 3-bet.
He
does. What's that, 85 or 60? I can't see. 85.
85,000.
I was like, that signal usually means something else, and there's no way. Yeah.
And look, there's a difference when Alton didn't have chips, he put it all in with deuces. Now he has fives. Didn't like the 3-bet, just lets that hand go.
Yeah, pretty quick fold there after getting 3-bet from Chris.
That's what I'm saying. Get back in the game. I think we're on hand number like 15 or 16. No elimination so far. Hand number 20. Blinds are 10K, 15K. Everyone playing pretty solid poker here. Bo, all in with ace-6. Oh, I shouldn't say that so loud to give away information. If they're listening, I do that all the time. Sorry, guys. Oh, no!
Well, we might have our first elimination here. Because the other problem is I've seen now 2 aces get
gone,
folded.
yeah.
So I believe there's only 1 ace left in this deck.
All right, Bo. We're wishing you some luck here.
Maybe a
Ace-6
couple
versus king.
sixes.
Or 10-5-10 flop. Queen on the
He's
turn
gonna need
helps.
that last ace, and
Yeah.
it's not going to be found.
All right, Bo.
So Bo is going to finish in 9th place here, taking home $431. And we are down to 8 players, finally. It took a while.
And I think Marker's a new chip leader now with over $1 million in chips.
Yeah, I think he was before that hand for sure.
Right,
But now
right,
he's, and here we go. Well, no, payouts first. Yeah, 431 for Bo. Again, playing for 48.33, first place.
No.
Second place, about 3,000. Third place, 21.50. Even fifth place, 11.75. Usually for this one, yeah, only 4,000 errors are made.
It was funny. Last week they were four-handed. They talked about a chip shop, and someone didn't agree with it. And I think one of the players were the low end of the chop. His name was Herb.
Yeah.
He came back and doubled up, cracked aces, and won the whole thing. No chop. They went all the way through and played it straight out.
Yeah. That can happen quickly, especially when you get down to like 3 or 4-handed and the blinds are up there. I mean, one double up changes everything.
Yeah, that's what happened. He was like 500K.
That's why, I mean, obviously doing these streams for so long now, it's like you see some deals that just make you scratch your head, you know? Like,
Right.
You're giving them that much when one hand, it could be literally flips.
Right, right. Correct. Well, everyone plays differently. Some people just want the guaranteed money, so
No,
that
I
makes
get
sense to some people. I've seen people make a chop because they want the trophy, and I'm like, really? You can buy a trophy?
Yeah, speaking of, yep, 985,000 we got Mark at. Needs to color up. A lot of reds over there. And he's not satisfied, raising it up.
Interesting.
Looks like 40,000 to me, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Mark flat calls, and then there was a raise from Mike, and Mike takes it down, and he put in like half a stack there. That's what I thought was interesting. All right. Next dealer coming in.
15 minute delay that I don't know which hand that was. They're on the 15 minutes.
Oh, they're here to talk about. See, 15 minutes ago, I said something very loudly.
Oh, yeah.
And the table said they're talking about something 15 minutes ago. That's true.
All right, chip counts. Mark, 955. Chris, 690, still in second place. Omar, 495. Alton, 410. Mike, 315. Adam, 290. And the short stacks are Billy and Brian with 195 and 145, respectively.
Right. Both those players on the bottom. In the red zone.
Even
I call
Adam
it.
at 290, we got him at 19 bigs.
Right. Well, you know, at 19 bigs, you can see some flops.
Yeah.
Like you can call, like you don't have to go all in. I think anything below 15 big blinds, for me, It's just a shove.
Speaking of all-ins,
There we go.
Brian.
You got my
the
memo.
shortest stack with ace-10 is all in.
Good hand as any.
Got Alton here in the small blind with the mystery hand, and he is gonna think this one over.
And let's it go.
I had to have something decent there, or at least made it seem that way. Chris in the big blind.
7-6
Can't see him
suited.
calling this. Nice,
You know-
nice playable hand, but not one you want to
I
call.
think Chris at 1 million chip stat calls.
Yeah,
the Chris
you're
at 1
probably
million
right.
calls. Not the Chris at 760. There you go again.
I was fixing it.
You know, it's unfortunate because in a tournament poker, like we just saw, Bo made kind of one mistake, bluffing on the river, getting called down by aces, puts him in a short stack position, goes all in. Even if he didn't, I mean, runs into kings. It's like 2 hands out of the tournament. And he didn't do anything wrong. Like, poker can be just the way it goes sometimes. You're not going to. Oh, small blind versus big blind. Small blind said something. Chris is all in. Billy with king 6 was trying to talk. Billy was trying to talk Chris from making that raise. Wants to see a flop for cheap. And once Billy said something, Chris goes all in. Just and a call.
Wow.
What?
What just happened here?
What?
Queen 7 offsuit against
King 6 offsuit.
Okay.
What?
Hey, you know what? Maybe I am kind of surprised he didn't call it that 7-6 diamonds, just a hand to go. At any rate, Billy at risk here needs to avoid a queen or a 7, although that king in the window makes it a lot easier. Never without a sweat, though, here as a 10 would be good for Chris.
Yeah, it looks like only 3 outs because one of the 10s have been folded. 6 on the turn gives 2 pair to Billy. No magic on the river.
Boy, Chris came in with the big chip lead, and he is...
Yikes! What a call from Billy, though.
Yeah.
How do you make that call with king high?
I mean...
You tell me. I'm listening.
He's one,
I'm
of the short,
waiting.
he's one of the short stacks, but yeah, he was under 200,000 chips, and he needed to double up. But you would think he'd try to pick a
Better spot.
safer
but that
spot.
was
But
yeah.
hey, I mean, it worked. He got his money in good.
Oh, shoot.
And Chris now looking, well, he's still got over 500, it looks like.
It's good to be the chip leader at 120. You know, make some
Come into the
mistakes.
it's good to come in with 1 million in chips, yeah, because
Things have not been going his way. That was such an interesting hand. Billy said something to Chris prior to that bet. Chris goes all in. Billy felt like he was being picked on, makes the decision to call with king high, and wins the hand. Adam with pocket kings. Hello, nurse.
290,000,
Yeah, raises it up.
55 to go.
55K.
I like that race.
I do too. Unfortunately, 9-3 is not going to make the call.
See, I'm glad you're with me on this.
No, yeah. No, because listen, you can't limp in with kings. You can limp in with aces, like Mark did once. But kings are vulnerable.
No, but that's, again, what I've noticed when watching this is we get these big money tournaments
Yeah.
and the big buy-ins and main events, and everyone wants to, if the blinds are 10, 20, they want to make it 45. Everybody.
right.
It seems to be the common play, and I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm glad you're with me. I'm not claiming to be a tournament player, but I mean, you're just begging the big blind to get a call, and then you're begging to get cracked. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hand number 25. The blinds have gone up. We're at 10K, 20K, 20K, 2020.
We got action on Chris here. Still with 475,000 in chips we got him at, and he's looking down at ace jack in the cutoff.
A reasonable raise there.
45
Is that a min raise? 40?
Yeah, 45.
45.
Little-
Just
little
like
above.
I said, yeah.
Like just what you said.
Just like here we go. Mark's got a 6-5, but he will resist. But you can see him call it. He's got 40,000 invested, 20
Yeah.
dead, 20 live.
Yep.
Just 25 more.
A lot of people make that call in the big blind because, like they said, they have 20 out there already. 20 in the
Yeah.
big there. You know, the
And especially when you got all those chips.
Correct.
If the rolls are reversed, I think Chris is calling all day
yeah.
from what we've seen so far. All right, hand 26 here. Blinds are up again, 10, 20, or I guess blinds were already up. That's all right. 'Cause
Are you listening to me?
you know.
I just said that two hands
Yeah.
ago.
you know, some of us have been working since 10 a.m. today.
Oh, is
you
that
know,
what it
I'm gonna
is?
pull that excuse.
Is that what that is?
Oh, all right.
We're not all night guys coming in fresh.
All
I
in.
got an all in from Mark here.
Brian.
Or Brian. See what I mean?
I see what
Brian,
you mean. Deal a bun.
With
Queen
the
7.
Queen 7 of spades, and now action on Mark ace 7. He'll fold. Omar ace 5 in the big blind.
Going to make the call?
125,000 more, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna call and be ahead.
But we've seen that one of the aces have been folded out, so that's a little
He
more
just he
hope
doesn't
for
have
Brian.
to hit. He just has to avoid. Bless you.
That's true. When you have Queen 7 versus Ace 5, you don't have to hit your old guards.
For
You just
whatever
have-
reason, I've always liked the Queen 7 better in these
Really?
spots. I don't know why.
You're an underdog fan, huh? How about now? Jack deuce
I don't
deuce.
like it anymore, but there's a 5. That doesn't.
That
help
doesn't change
any,
anything,
yeah.
but it does make a pair.
Queen or 7.
All
no.
right. Jackson 5s, Motown.
So Omar gonna knock Brian out in 8th place, and Brian is gonna be taking home $540.
Yep. And as soon as you said it, the payouts come out.
Yep.
We're all
We are
fighting.
down to 7.
Yep, down to 7 players. We're all fighting for first. Almost 5K and $130 buy-in. Come on, folks. Friday day tournament starts at 11:15 a.m., but late registration for a couple hours. You don't have to get here till like 1. Get your chance to win. Every Friday we're doing this except for the Moneymaker Tour starts February 15th.
So you see our chip counts? Nobody all that short anymore. 315 is our shortest. We got
Yeah, the 3 bottom stacks are all relatively close.
We got Mark there leading the way, and then not much separation between everybody else. And Chris has 600, or I'm sorry, 525. Who had the 6? Omar? We'll see in a sec. Action on Billy here, one of those short stacks for 360,000. He's looking down at King Queen of Hearts, raising it up to 55,000. Mark here, chip leader with ace 5 of diamonds on the button. Thinks it over, decides to lay it down.
He's playing kind of conservative now, just waiting for kings, I guess.
I don't think Adam's gonna be laying this down here in the big blind with ace 10 of clubs now. 35,000 more to him. Just a call. So these two will be heads up here to the flop. Flop coming out all black.
All in snap call.
King, 6 deuce.
Was it all in? We got flush draw
I mean,
versus
that
top
makes
pair.
sense, yeah.
Makes sense to you?
Checks out.
Let's see if the club comes. Or an ace.
So it looks like Adam is the one at risk here with the flush draw.
Yeah, Billy has a little bit more chips in him, so he's standing up as if he will get knocked out of this tournament, but 5 of spades does not help.
An ace or a club.
That's it. I like the dealer's pause for the club. Dun, dun,
There
dun,
it
dun.
is. Again, Billy's going to have a little bit left, but not a lot. Or at least that's what
Yeah, Billy's not
graphics
knocked
say.
out of the tournament. He's standing up as if he is.
Well, we'll see. Maybe the graphics could be off. We'll see.
Strong double up for Adam there.
265. It looks like, yeah, he'll still have very little bit
That's
left.
it.
Looks like about 50, 60,000.
Yep. Chip in a chair.
And Adam gets it in with a draw and hits it on the river.
Yeah, they say it's not good to chase straights and flushes. However, when they hit, sure does feel nice.
Adam disagrees right now.
Oh, yeah, Adam's like, that's my strategy. And, you know, like, he put his chips in thinking he was ahead. Not even, like it wasn't like, oh, I might be behind, but I still got a call. Like, it was just like, I'm in. Omar getting back to the table just in time for his cards on the button. Not a lot of button raises. And number 28. See some very interesting hands that normally don't see. People playing King 6 offsuit. That's crazy. That might be the hand of the night for me.
Queen 7, yeah.
Yeah, versus Queen 7. Like, here's the thing that in tournament poker, you need like several things to go your way to win. Bluffs are one of those things that you need to get through, and when your bluff does not get through and get called down by King 6, that makes tournament poker so much more difficult. Ooh, ace, 9, 10. And then we show the high card's going to win this board. Oh, pair of 8s. So it's, yeah, 10s and 8s was an ace kicker. Mike's going to pick up this one with check on the river. And then it checked all the way down. VPIP. Well, Chris was our very active player. From the stats, he's still the most aggressive on the table.
I believe that.
All in. Queen 9.
Yeah, Billy only 40,000 in chips here. He's going to...
I guess he's going to get one, but he might get two callers because his chip stack is only 40K. Nope. Just the big blind says, is there a bounty? Otherwise, he's folding.
You got to call here, right?
Yeah, it's not even.
Yeah.
Billy says you don't have to call. So Alton with 10-7 is going to make the call anyways. Queen 9 looks like he could double up here. I'm surprised deuces did fold there. I would have called. Not a bounty tournament, though, so.
I feel like the 10-7 is going to win here. We've seen the best hand hold up almost.
Well, 10 in the window, so.
Oh.
Oh, followed by two queens.
All right, never mind. This is
That's all she wrote, right? Oh, my God. Is there any 10s
like
left?
The sickest beat ever here.
10's
And
full.
a 7 doesn't even matter.
It
Wow.
doesn't change anything.
A 10? Quads?
It's a pretty sick run out.
Yeah.
I mean, a 10 would have been sicker, but
10 would have been gross. 10 on the river would have been amazing. So the funny thing is if Billy had more chips, the hand probably would have played out the same way on the turn. Interesting. Billy wishing he had more than 40K.
well, he's got a little bit more now, 110,000.
Still needs a double up, though.
I'm used to it now. One outers? Come on, join my party.
When you need both cards to be exactly
Omar says one-outers happen to him all the time. You know, it feels that way sometimes. All in again.
And you say he still needs another one. He's going to go
Keeps
for it
throwing
right
in
now.
that lucky ring in there.
Queen 8, which I like because he's about to be the big blind next hand. I have to put in 40 of it with a mystery hand.
Yeah.
So why not just, you see a queen, make someone put their chips in and call you. Put pressure on them.
Alton folds his 9-7, and Chris has king 9.
Chris has to.
Yeah, he calls.
I mean, based on what we've seen him. Well, first of all, yeah.
It's all the chips in the ring. Does he get to?
Well, he's got more than we giving him credit for here.
Does he get to keep the ring?
125. What's that? 150.
It looks like 150.
It's actually a little bit of a tougher call here.
Maybe.
Yeah. No. Well, much tougher call. I actually don't mind a fold there.
Interesting.
Kind of surprised he did it, but based on what we've seen from him.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct.
I think there's a pretty big difference between 110 and 150 there.
Is there?
I mean, in terms
my
of
mind,
what you got to call, I mean,
I don't think so.
150 with 20 in, you're calling 130. I mean, that's a lot. Whereas if you got 20 in, and it's only 90 more. It's still not nothing, but it's more reasonable to call. At least in my opinion.
Maybe. I just don't see it. I mean, I feel like Chris's opinion probably says that he has king high. There's no need to double up a short stack again. So he's being dominated by any ace. That's a decent fold. If Chris had $1 million in chips, he makes the call.
Oh, snap call, yeah. We've already seen that many times, multiple times.
Yes. Omar making a move here, 95K. He's always on the high side of his raises.
Mike laying down the king, queen of diamonds.
Now, Chris has
quickly.
pocket eights. Interesting. Different perspective.
I think we're going to see well, it's a big race.
It is a big raise, and Omar has him covered. No, yeah, Omar has him covered in chips, so you potentially get yourself in trouble here.
This is a tough spot here.
Yeah. And Billy capped his cards with his ring, so he looked like he was going to make a move. Chris folds, and Billy shows him. Chris is like, why'd you show me that hand? I thought you were jamming. See, the situation Chris was in, though, if he makes a call and he has to worry about Billy jamming all in again, and now he's stuck between two players,
Yeah.
position is everything in that hand. Chris showing his patience. You know?
Yeah, he's not a fan of those mid-pocket pairs. We saw him
Yeah.
lay down the 10s earlier. We see him lay down the 8s.
Right.
But, you know, king 6, whatever. Queen 7, whatever it was he had there.
Well, that was just a move. That was the difference
yeah.
of cards.
No,
and
I know.
surprising results on that one.
Yeah, you're making the move, whereas there you're
Correct.
just calling.
Right.
Big difference.
Right. It'll still echo in my head for the next week.
But, and Chris now again going to get a premium hand, this time ace-queen.
From the button. Little mid-click there.
We got 250,
45.
45, yeah,
What do you think you made it?
50.
Oh, yeah.
I was off by 5,000.
Yeah, not much.
Not by
but,
much.
but you're back to that 10K, 20K blinds, 45K
Yeah.
raise. He gets Mark to
And
come
here
along.
you go. Now you're getting a call with 10-8 of clubs.
They're suited. Well, I give Mark credit. He's been folding a lot of hands, so now he could actually have credit to be representing a good hand. The flop comes favorable. But not this flop.
Not for him. Favorable for Chris here.
Yeah. Check, check. The flop is ace, 9 of hearts with 3 of diamonds.
Jack.
And deuce. Deuce of
Deuce is
spades
gonna
on
be
the turn.
It's going to give. Does that not give him a check mark? Yeah, I was going to say. The graphics are just lagging. I was like, wait, what could he possibly hit?
A bluff. See, we don't put the bluff factor into there, though.
Yeah.
Yep, bet and a fold.
Chris did his best to try to extract some more chips out of Mark there.
Correct.
But didn't want to check again on that turn. After.
Nah. You don't want to give too many free cards. You know, one time is good. Sometimes, you know, it's funny, though. I've seen it also where players have the best hand check and then get the worst hand and bet. And it's like, what you waiting for? When's the last time you played cards? Been a while?
Been a while, yeah.
Yeah. I need to come up with some better pre-poker routines, pre-tournament.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like I hadn't been gambling at all, and then Hard Rock Sportsbook came along,
Oh.
which you can also download at pbkennelclub.com, and
Right.
that's been getting my gambling fix now.
Okay. All in the ring. I want to see if you get the ring if you win the hand. It wouldn't fit my fingers, I don't believe, but still. Chris decides to make a call with 10-9, tired of being pushed around.
Yeah, so he folds the king 9 and now calls with the 10-9.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Queen 8's in the lead
Again,
slightly.
okay, so we've seen this situation. We've always seen the better hand hold up. You got to think one of these times the 10-9 is going to crack him.
Here's your flop.
I'm not calling it anymore, though, because I keep being wrong. Okay, last time we saw a 10 in the window. All right, this is a much save. This might be the one.
10-5 tray in the flop.
Queen and the queen only at this point.
Yeah. Ace of spades doesn't help. And Billy already
And the
toots his
queen of
horn.
spades is now out of the picture. So, yeah,
Yeah.
2-outer, and that's it for Billy.
Oh, look, he left the ring. That's what I was saying. Oh, you don't get to keep the ring.
So Billy going to leave us in 7th place, taking home $688. And we're down to 6 players now.
Billy got it in good, but against Chris's run good, didn't hold up.
I'm yawning, man.
Yeah,
I
when you
can't.
do that, you don't have the headphones on. You don't hear the microphone static.
Got an evil eye like 3 times now,
Well, I got an earful of your neck and stuff. All right, down 6-handed. Your ranges open up a little bit.
We're partying.
I forgot all about it.
Omar, pocket kings in the small blind, hoping someone raises in front of him. His wish has been granted. Mark with ace-jack offsuit raises to 45K.
So loud. It's hilarious.
All right, yeah, we got some action here.
Just in case the deaf people in the back can't hear me. Re-raise.
Mark is going to get out of the way with his ace-jack.
No, that was Adam.
Or Adam,
Yeah,
yes,
Mark's
I'm
on the
sorry.
button now debating
Adam
whether
gets
or
out of
not.
the way with his ace-queen.
Correct.
Okay.
And the chip leader's going to make this call. One of the aces have already gone, so it's only 2 aces in that deck or a straight draw, but I don't see it happening. I predict Omar's going to win some chips here.
Well, pot already at 300,000.
Very
so
nice
already
pot.
a good pot.
Yep.
And these two are still 2 of the bigger stacks, maybe the 2 top stacks, I believe they are. 520,000 and 700,000 behind, respectively.
All in from Omar. Doesn't want to wait.
And I can't see Mark making this call.
Nah, not with ace high.
No.
No clubs in his hand. 9-7-5, 2 clubs on the board. Ace high is no longer really feeling that good anymore. Now, we see that Omar had pocket kings. However, if we change Omar's hand to, let's say, 10-8 of clubs, it's still a pretty good move, right? It's not even the cards anymore. It's the chips that went all in.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing it out as being like the creative side of poker sometimes. If you have a sense that somebody, when you 3-bet a player and he just flat calls you, then you put him on a range of hands. You can say, well, if he would have had kings or aces, he's re-raising me there. So he doesn't. You eliminate those hands and you mark it down to something like, oh, he's got ace-jack or king-queen. That board is favorable. So even if he had like 7 high there, he raises all in. You don't think somebody with ace high is going to call you.
Checks out to me.
It's just that's how I look at things sometimes. Like, it's great to have good cards and hit the flop. That's one part of the components of poker. That's what you want to happen. However, you still can win hands without having cards when your head's up.
It checks out. It's always a risk reward, though.
Yeah,
Remember that Bo and
Right, I
Mark
do.
hand? I
Correct.
mean, Bo's never put Mark on the aces there. And
Right.
He shows up with aces.
Yeah.
So,
I think Bo's only one mistake, though, is when somebody hems and haws a little bit and they make a call. for me, it's always a red flag. It's either they're terribly weak or they have a monster. And that time, Mark had that monster aces.
They did it at Paradise.
Yeah.
And he said it was awesome.
Here's a flop, 6-6-7.
That is a flop. Adam flopping open-ended.
Yeah.
Mike flopping not much.
Check to the turn.
Mike now picking up, or no, I'm sorry, that's a 6 of clubs on the flop. No flush
Yeah.
draw from Mike.
Deuce chases nothing, but Adam fires out here.
He's got the worst hand, but he's got like a better hand at the same time.
Right.
He's got a lot more going on.
The worst of it, but representing something good. Right. And he does get called. It's like called semi-bluffing. He has outs. He has outs.
He's got the better hand, but he doesn't.
True. If it would have went right, one more card on the river and it went down to showdown, Adam loses that hand. Correct. You can win with the worst hand in poker. That's the fun part.
Oh, yeah.
Timing is really key to everything. So much so in poker. Position and timing, chip stacks, bet values. Those are all like small little details people don't really think into the whole, like poker is a game of cards. Your 2 cards versus my 2 cards. The best hand normally wins. But that's not the whole game of poker, and that's why people love it so much. It's not just a game. It's my life.
40 clock though.
Mark taking ace-9 to an open up for 45K. Seems to be the standard raise so far. Got a call. Omar's probably the only person on the table whose pre-flop raises have been more 4 or 5x than 2.5. Here's your flop. Jack 10 trade, 2 spades. Check. Alton with the best hand. Hoping Mark makes a C bet. And he gets 70,000. And a snap re-raised.
All in.
Snap re-raise. All in.
Here for
And
Mark to call. Yep.
Mark
he'll lay it
folds, yeah.
down.
Good play. He's going to show the king. A little deceptive there. Right? You don't show him the good card. You show him the bad card like you're bluffing. Put that element of doubt into the player's mind.
I mean, that's probably good enough for Mark there to know he's beat.
Yeah.
It's the worst he could have there, ace king.
Correct.
And you're still behind with ace 9.
Correct. It's funny, from here I can actually hear myself.
Oh, on the
Table mic, yeah, on the
Yeah.
table mic.
I mean, maybe
I am loud.
Maybe Schmergel was right. Yeah.
I'm so loud. Shh. Use your inside voice. All right, King Jack suited. I like this hand. Folds? What?
Chip leader. Well, I guess not chip leader anymore, but up there. in
Wow.
chips. Yeah.
You take a couple bad beats, you just fold in good hands now.
Crazy.
That's the psychology of the game right there. Get into your own head. Now it's small blind versus big blind. Alton just looks to flat call, hoping Chris would check it back to see a flop. Check says, okay, I'll oblige. Let's see the flop. He's got Jack 4. Used to be known as the flat tire. Now it's known as the Robbie.
That was the hand. They had the same reaction as us.
They're laughing at my voice. That's great. I love it. I get to see my own reactions. It's so great. Ace, Trey, 5 on the flop. Rainbow.
Top pair for Alton here. Gut shot for Chris.
No, yeah, yeah, correct. Gutter ball with deuce. Deuce of clubs would be interesting because then it gives a flush draw to Chris. But it's a 7, giving 2 pairs to Alton. He's got such a monster hand. He wants to check it to get a free card, but
Well, now he's got a double gutter at least. Picked up a few more outs.
yeah, he bets
Chris.
75K.
Chris, a deuce or a 6 now will give him a straight.
Yeah. Well, some of the outs have been gone, so we only look at 5 outs here, but I like it. Just a flat
I
call.
would like the 7 of clubs a little better.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's
It
the
can't.
s-
Well, 7 clubs right there. It can't happen.
Yeah,
Check the deck.
that's true. But I mean, you know what I was trying
I
to
know what
say.
you were saying. 9 of diamonds.
9 diamonds is not one of those 5 outs, which feels like it should be a lot more than 5. but-
Brick City for Chris there. Alton's trying to get value for this hand. Unfortunately, he goes all in. It doesn't matter. I think even a 10K bet would have been too much with Chris though. Jack high there. Easy fold. On to the next one. New dealer. I think the blinds have gone up as well. 15K, 30K. Just assuming here. Oh, thanks, man. My ears appreciate it.
Too much. It's like it's watching a scary movie.
Sometimes it feels like.
I mean, he's got a little,
Ooh.
he's got a little act going on. Good for him, but I just,
Here we go. Aces under the gun. Was that number 2 on our ace counter, or did I miss one?
Brando, when he used
I think it's only the second time. Maybe the third.
you were all in, you had
Third time for aces and pocket kings 3 times as well.
Third time for aces. Okay.
Yeah.
You see your cards after the 90 down.
Well, you said Omar is the one who likes to 3 or 4x, so let's see what he makes. it here.
90K.
90,000, yeah. He doesn't like these weak raises.
Get that value.
I like it. Maybe a little too much. We're still at 20, right? 10, 20?
I believe it's 15, 30, 30
15,
now.
30?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 90K is a 3x bet,
I
which
don't
is fine.
mind it.
Yeah.
Still seems a little high for me, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I like 80 there. Make the big blind put 50 more in.
Correct.
But still don't make it too much where
Yeah, the blinds are now 15K, 30K. And that's the thing. You kind of want value for your big hands because they don't come so often. But at the same time, you don't want to underbet because you don't want to get cracked.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's a little
I
fine
like
balance.
90. I like 90, but me personally, probably go 80. But nothing wrong with 90, I guess.
Right. See, they're going to show our blinds now. 15K, 30K. Hand number 39. Excellent job from everybody on the table. Doing a great job playing cards. I'm the only person in the chat right now. Mark fires out with King Queen. Omar has 8-5 and folds. It was small blind versus big blind. No blood on that hand. Omar doing a great job increasing his stack. He's probably one of the bigger stacks now. Chris, who came to the table with a stack of yellow chips, only has 2 now. When you have a whole rack of yellows, not rack, but a whole 100K in yellows, and you only got 2 in front of you, it could be demoralizing, but not for my boy Chris.
He's going to try to build back up.
Yeah.
He's going to put them both at risk here. Dangerous play.
Right?
60,000 using both of those last 2 yellow chips.
Call from his nemesis here.
And
Mark,
Mark looking
the
at
9-8.
9-8 of diamonds. Very playable hand, and yeah, it's
On the button. Gets Omar to come along with ace-6 offsuit. And Adam should join the fun. Jack-10. Really good hand. Call the ace crackers used to be. One of those hands that can make straights and stuff. 4 players to the flop.
Chris with the mystery hand. All right, a little bit of an action flop here.
Very nice. 7 Jack Queen.
Not as much. I thought Mark was open-ended. He's
Right.
only got a gut shot, but yeah, everybody checking.
5 hearts doesn't improve
Well,
anybody's
that's
hand.
another one of those double gutters now. A 6 or a 10 for Mark.
Checked. Reasonably cheap.
And there's that 6.
Hello.
So Mark will hit the straight. We don't know what Chris has, but he can't beat that hand. That's the nuts.
That is D-nuts.
So Mark's got the check mark. Worst case scenario, he's splitting that check mark with Chris, but that's unlikely.
So watch your player here. He's done this before.
That's 200,000.
200K. It's a very big bet.
Yeah.
It's almost a pot-sized bet here.
Trying to make it look like he's stealing it.
Right.
Action on Omar here, who hit that 6 on the river. There's been no betting until the river, but with 2 other players behind, yeah, you can't make that call. Everybody else folding quickly.
Easy hand for Mark to win with the nuts. Easy to play the game when you have the best hand. Now,
especially when everybody checks and lets you get there to the best hand.
Right. And it's so funny because the button is a position where if you get checked to the button, normally the button's trying to steal there. So it could have looked like a steal, but nobody felt it was otherwise then, and he got no value for his hand. I think a smaller bet would have been better.
What you laughing at?
Oh, you know, just me and my thoughts. On the button, Omar raises with ace-10 for 75K. Gets no callers. Table has tightened up here, 6-handed.
Yeah. Nobody really all that short stacked.
And that's the lull of poker sometimes. It could be action, 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 and then it could be this kind of simple folding, folding, folding. Marks with pocket threes. It makes it 65,000. And nobody has anything to defend with, so on to the next one. Oh,
Well,
I take
hold
it back.
up.
The mystery
Yeah,
hand,
he's
Mike.
speaking a little quickly
I
here.
did spoke a little. I thought Mike had 9-5 offsuit.
We got
That's
a call
Alton.
from Alton with 9-5 offsuit.
Yeah, that's what I thought would fold. But here's your flop: Ace-5-7.
Hitting bottom pair, which is actually good, although a C-bet from Mark is going to make it not feel that good, you'd think.
Right, and he goes 75, a little on the softer
Yeah, I
side.
don't know how you're liking that 5.
I peel one off for that bet. I peel one off.
Remember we saw, I'm just thinking back to that ace-9 misread with the 9, the black 9 was a misread. Maybe, okay, never mind. He folded. I'm like, maybe this is an ace instead of a
Maybe.
9-5. I mean, it happened before with Bo, remember?
That's true,
So,
true. Right.
I was thinking maybe there was a chance
That
it was
wasn't-
actually an
that's true,
ace. It
that's
was
true.
2 pair, you know.
We don't know for sure when the graphics come out. That's
Yeah.
100%. You're great. You're right.
But fold there says probably not ace-5. No, don't think you're folding 2 pair there.
Yeah, and he goes to show you that position was better than your whole cards because the pocket threes should not have won that hand. But did Alton know that? No. Was Alton a mind reader? No.
That's the aggression. He's the one who raised pre-flop. He's the one c-betting, and sure, you hit your 5s, but
And
don't feel good with
there it
ace
is.
that day.
Mike's been waiting all night for this hand. Pocket
Oh,
fives.
okay. So I said no one was really that short. I didn't see Mike over there. He does only have 165,000.
Yeah.
That is pretty short here, and he's getting it all in with pocket 5s, as you mentioned. Chris now is going to call with Jack 9 offsuit. So we've seen Chris fold some.
Interesting hand. Make some calls with some
His
hands.
decisions seem kind of erratic in these spots.
We're flipping, baby.
And he just can't win a flip either. Like,
On this feature
again,
table.
he's calling the all-in with Jack 9. I mean, he's getting it in as good as you can get with that hand and just can't win one.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he is behind, but not by much. It's essentially a flip, and we've seen it before with him. And just not running good on those here.
So far. And you know, what? They made noise? One of the frustrating things in poker is when you're making calls like that, and you've gotten flips earlier to. I mean, obviously, yeah, with some flops to get to 1.1 million before the feature table, and then you come to this table. It's a whole new dynamic, and he goes all in here with King 5. A little bit frustrating, I think.
Well, blind versus blind here. He's got a king. We're six-handed, but yeah.
Well, he kind of did this earlier, small blind versus big blind. He got called off with king 6. But this time it works out for him. Chris was talking to Justin about something. I didn't quite catch all of it.
I didn't catch any of it.
Okay.
Come on, Okai. I'm counting on you to fill me in on the
Pick up. Oh,
tabletop.
so
come
sorry
on now.
about that. You're right. Chris is saying this card is marked.
Ah, that was a discussion. Okay.
Chris on the button, queen 9. You know, I think if he jammed there, that time Mark might have called him off with queen jack suited.
Nah, I don't think so.
We've do.
We've seen Mark fold king queen sub diamonds under the gun. I mean, I know it's a little bit different, but
Different scenario. However, you
he's
got
still
to
got a big blind behind you too. I don't
Yeah.
think Mark's calling with king and queen jack there. But
raises
I get what
90.
you're saying though.
raise the 95K.
I think if it was blind versus blind, you might be onto something.
Okay.
Like that last one.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens though. Like you put a person when they make a bet, you actually don't put them on whole cards. You put them on a move. Like
Yeah.
it's just one of those feelings that you trust your instincts. Sometimes when your radar is on, this game is really fun. Mark with 109K in chips. 910K in chips. Omar right behind with 750. Those might be the two chip stacks. And then from the dealer button, pocket sixes raises it up to 65K. Omar with queen 9 likes his hand for the call. Adam gets out of the way with king deuce. And we see a flop. King 7-4. Omar checks. Mark does not see bet checks behind. Deuce on the turn. Might give Omar the, yeah, look at this. Omar sensed the weakness. Bets out here. 65K. There's only one card really you're worried about. You don't put the 7 in Omar's hand, so you think the king might beat you. So if he thinks Omar has a king, he's going to fold the hand.
Yeah. We haven't seen Mark be very aggressive since he's got the chip lead.
Yeah.
Gonna go mobile for a second.
Okay. Hand number 47. Blinds are still at 15K, 30K, 30K. This is our weekly Friday tournament. It's a $130 daytime tournament. Starts at 11:15 a.m. We have a late registration, though. I believe I got to find out the final numbers for that start time. I think it's still the second break. It's a great tournament.
Four diamonds, we're going with it. It worked for me once.
Six-handed play here. Just trying to find that information. This is a tournament that you can play weekly, $130 buy-in. It is a re-entry tournament, so if for some reason you bust out, you can re-enter again. Today's entries, one of the biggest I've seen in a while, 179 entries. The prize pool at $17,900. First place, almost $5,000. Pretty impressive. One-day tournament. Omar using his chips to his advantage. Bets out there, gets no call. Everyone seems to be patient enough. They're waiting for a good hand to get their chips in. Oh, there's Omar with aces again. Is that his third time?
Number 4 on the counter.
Yeah, number 4 on the counter.
Or 3 of the 4 his?
I
mean, it's definitely
two,
the second
definitely
one.
the second
The
time.
last 2.
That's running good. He's at kings and aces.
80,000.
And he listened to us. Remember he made a 90 last time? Now
Right.
he's going to 80.
And you said 80 would have been good. You got the
maybe I've
word.
been talking a little too loud, too. Nah, he probably just realized he didn't get a call with 90 last time. Let's try 80.
Oh,
little
an all in from Chris and a call.
Whoa, hold up.
Oh, buddy. 10, 10, 7. 9 does not help
It's over.
anything. And a jack.
Yeah.
Chris has been eliminated.
Wow, that happened quickly, and we saw, yeah. And
What are you going to say?
I mean, again, it's kind of erratic with the decisions of when to fold some decent hands and when to call. I don't know. But it backfires there, and it's been a big fall for Chris, who entered as a dominating chip leader this final table and never got anything going. And he will
Chris-
finish in 6th place, taking home $892.
You know, that is not the result you were seeking when you come to the final table with $1 million in chips.
No, but
Things just did not go his way.
and he had several flip situations, several.
That's
and
all I'm
couldn't win
saying.
a one.
That's-
I mean, obviously some of the plays were questionable, getting it in, but every time he called with a questionable hand, he got like best case scenario, like a flip, like a 60-40 at worst.
Except for this one time
yeah,
where he was
yeah,
way
finished
behind.
off here, but
100% agree with you there. Like, you got to win a tournament. You
takes
need
a little luck too, yeah.
you need luck on your side, obviously, but you know your bluffs have to get through, and that one bluff didn't, which was kind of like the tempo setting for him, because I've seen Chris way more aggressive than he used to be. This table, he was kind of like, I don't want to say playing passively. That's not his style, but it's not the Chris I've seen play. There's an all in here.
395,000.
Alton all in here with ace jack off suit.
Yeah. Omar, 1.3 chips folds. The chip leader from our reg here. We are 5-handed. Have the blinds gone up yet? Seems like they've been 15 to 30K for a long time now.
That is a fact. I thought we were already at 2040, are we not?
No, blinds
No.
at 15, 30K, 30K. Good structure, I guess. You got plenty of time to play with chips.
Yeah, and it's not even like they're slacking in graphics. I can see it's 15 and 30 out there.
Yeah. Mark with Queen 6 does not opt to play the hand. Omar with 10-9 gets a walk. Chip leader again walks here. Aces, aces, kings, and walks. What could be better? Only 7:30 p.m. We started right around, right? 6:10?
6:05.
Yeah. Only an hour into the game. We're at hand number 52. Half the table's been eliminated.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad hand to have in this spot.
And when the ranges, in my opinion, when you're 5-handed, you should open up your ranges. It seems like people are playing tighter now. It's a limp pot, 90K in the middle. Adam's got 3 deuce offsuit. I don't blame him. Flop is 9, deuce 5. Omar's got middle pair.
Check,
Adam's got
check.
bottom pair.
Ooh.
Make that trips for Omar.
Trips for Omar.
and checks into a Adam bets here. Wrong timing.
40,000.
When you have
I would
trips,
just call here.
I
from
flat
Omar.
call. I flat
Yeah.
call. He raised though. He raised to 100. Not gonna get any value. It probably plays out the same. If he flat calls, he goes check on the river. Who knows? But
I mean, best case scenario, Adam hits a deuce. And
best case scenario, right? So it's deuces full
Not
of
like-
fives.
not likely, but-
yeah. The hand play probably plays out the same.
Yeah.
We just moved on to the next one. No mistakes made there. Omar running good. That's how you run good in a tournament. Take notes, people. Take notes. All right, not feeling it. If it was on you, what would you do? Folds.
yeah.
Mark, ace deuce suited, raises up.
See that hand? Yeah, man.
Jack nine's definitely a playable hand. Of all the players on this 5 right here, Mike's probably been the tightest one, and he's
Yeah.
laddered his
And
way
he's
up.
got the least chips too, 165.
Yeah, right? And that's surprising because if I was a betting man, I never would have assumed that Chris, the chip leader, 1.1 million, would be knocked out before Mike. If that was a Vegas bet somewhere, if that was on the board somewhere, and you had to place odds, I would have put my money on it the other way.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been getting very good odds, but
Yeah, especially in poker, you're right. 1 or 2 hands can change the outcome of everything.
I just did 745. 70 down. If we do 8.
And there's your all-in from Mike. I just said he's been the tightest player on the table.
there it is.
Queen Jack suited.
Speaking of Queen Jack suited,
Has Queen Jack suited. But he's not making that call. He's going to show the dealer what he folded there. Look
marked
at
now. Big blind. Only 95,000 on top.
Only 95K more to call.
I mean, you're the chip leader, 775. You're
You would think.
five-handed now. You got a high ace. I'm actually surprised he's looking like he's going to call this based on what I've seen from him
He makes the call.
personally, but
There it
I
is.
don't mind the call. And it's going to be prove
Flip.
to be ahead. And what we've seen here is the hands ahead has been holding up most every time.
There it is. Ace in the window. Ace 610.
Yeah, although gut shot king is all that Mark has left, and he's not going to hit it. And now we're four-handed.
That's it. That's it.
So
Mike.
Mark is Mike, sorry.
Yeah.
Mike is eliminated by Mark.
Right. Right. Correct. Mike has been eliminated in 5th place for $1,175.
Not bad for a day's work.
Not bad for a $130 investment.
Yeah. Pick up a quick 1,000.
Yeah. Give me 1,000. Make my week.
Yeah.
Sounded like that. Yeah.
Blind still 15, 30, 30 somehow.
Somehow the blinds have been stuck in eternity here.
It wasn't on you at the time. That was the weird part.
Four-handed.
Is that a walk for Mark?
Well, he raised, I think, right? No,
he
just a
was
walk.
The big blind, yeah. 'Cause
He's still holding his whole
whole
cards. He's like, what's going on?
Oh, Mark.
Dealer's like, let go. Let's go to the next one.
Are you down to see the numbers? Sure.
Oh, okay.
Pause it for us once, right?
Wait, what's going on?
He doesn't want to release his hand. He wants to get a count for the numbers for a chop. That's kind of funny.
Oh, well, you're going to have better numbers now because you're taking in more
Chips.
chips.
Hey, Seth, you want the numbers for real?
That's great. He was holding on to those whole cards like they were aces.
Here, hold on to this and break down your second hundreds, okay?
In between hands, we can get a chip count and numbers for the chop. The clock does not get stopped right now, so count out your chips, people. 2 of them have an easy count. Look at that. ICM. Omar, with the most chips here, has the best equity. Got to say congratulations to everybody who made it to the final table, and now these 4 players will make the most of their earnings. If they do a chop, we don't know for sure. Adam is saying.
Hey, I think they want to run numbers for ICM president.
Adam was saying he had like 600K in chips now, and the blinds have gone around so quickly that he's down to like 500. Yeah. Rub your chin on that microphone a little bit more. All the people in the home want to hear it.
Just one last one for you. You know?
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's actually the problem with these T-shirts, though, because you know, like the other one, you have that little thing sticking up here. I gotta like put it right on my chin, basically, essentially. So need to go back to those polos for stream.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Maybe next time I'm in stream, I got you. I'm gonna bring a polo and change into it when we're back.
Is that what
here.
you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually surprisingly a little more comfortable too.
The polos?
Yeah, for me, these are tight.
This is a 2X, and
Yeah.
it feels like a small.
Exactly.
Can't breathe.
They're running a little small with these ones.
While they're running the numbers, we want to talk about anything? The
We got here.
Moneymaker
Well, we
Tour?
told you the Moneymaker for you guys just joining in. It's the 15th to the 27th, I believe. We're starting with that mystery bounty. See what else we got over here. Events coming up. We've got a portrait of Aretha starring Cece Tenall. Live in the Paddock Restaurant, Friday, February 9th.
Is that an imitation of Aretha Franklin? What's
It sounds that way. A portrait of her, yeah.
Right.
It's dinner and a show. Doors opening at 6:30 p.m. Show starts at 8. For tickets, please visit our website, pbkennelclub.com, or call 561-683-2222, extension 140. Another event happening about a month later. So Good, the Neil Diamond Experience, live in the Paddock Restaurant as well, Friday, March 8th, starring Robert Neary. So Good, the Neil Diamond Experience. Same thing, doors opening at 6:30, show starting at 8:30. Then we got only other thing I got in this one is a menu for the Paddock. So, I mean, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you know, some good food over there.
There's
if you
some
haven't
good
checked
food
it
for
out.
the Paddock, absolutely.
Got
Their
some filet
food.
mignon, some prime beef.
Their
just to
pastas
name
look
a
really
few.
good, yeah.
Some pastas, Philly cheesesteaks, some lobster tails, all good stuff.
So Adam right now is preaching about how the orbit's forehanded, the button goes around real quickly, the blinds will eat up your blinds. Pushing in for the chip chop just to make sure people agree with it. I like the sales pitch. Let's end it. Guaranteed money is better than no money.
Yeah, I see Omar looks like the chip leader to me. Yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah, so what do you think
1.3?
Omar will take without even looking at the ICM chop?
1.4?
4? What?
No, I'm counting his chips.
Oh.
I'm very bad at this. What's in the prize pool?
Well, it's what's left in the prize pool.
Yeah,
so
the top four.
Yeah, 4,800 for first, 29, which is 3 for second.
78.
Yeah, 2,000 for third, and
98.
1,500 for fourth. So
Basically 11-1 essentially, or
No.
11-5.
yeah,
11-5.
15 for fourth. Everything is above that. They're always gonna be chopping above that. Yeah.
What am I talking? No, 11-5.
No, there's already
11,500
what? 11? What are you talking
for the
about?
top four. Like the total prize pool they're shopping.
Oh, 11,000. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. I thought-
11,500.
Yeah.
So first place.
Omar's probably getting offered 41, 4,200, and I would take that.
Yeah, I would take that too. I'll say a little less. I'll say 4,000.
He's giving up 800.
4,000.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll say 4,000 because Mark's got a lot too. Mark's gonna take
All
like
right, here it comes.
38,
My phone. You gotta
37.
Yeah, I think Adams just guaranteed he's happy with the 1,500, but I think he wants to guarantee 2K, and you know what? That's great. You know, when you got two chip leaders in front of you running good, take what you can get.
Yeah, falling asleep or anything, right?
Is the number feasible? Well, I'm saying because it was really high, we can just say forget it. Now, if you're asking for the
Trying to do math in my head. I'm gonna say they're gonna give Omar 4, Mark 35, 36. So what's that? 75. So we still have 4,000 remaining.
And then 2 and 2.
What,
They're
what-
even-
what are
almost
their
even.
chips? They're almost even.
Yeah.
But I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 6 and 6. They're both the 6 and 600.
so I don't know if that. I feel like maybe it's not even gonna be 4,000 for Omar. Because I mean, if they're okay.
24.97,
Let's see.
23.96, 34.78, 31.75.
Wow. A lot lower than I thought.
Yeah,
34 and 31.
Because if it was that, they'd be splitting 2,000. That doesn't
Yeah.
make much sense. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Omar's going to take it.
31.75.
Looks like everybody's saying yes.
Wow.
Fist bumps.
Yeah, man. Throw it
Fist
in there.
bumps usually seal it.
Can you believe it?
All right, guys.
I knew it was gonna.
And just like that, we got a comedian.
What? He's covering
We
my
got
face.
we got another one here. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is another promo to read that I didn't have in the cards. So we got comedian Harlan Williams will be here February 2nd and February 3rd. Once again, you didn't catch it the first time. For tickets, visit our website pbkennelclub.com or call 561-683-2222 extension 140. And
You know who Harlan is, right? You don't remember him? Oh.
Whoa, that doesn't matter because we're on broadcast. Right?
Okay, yeah.
We lost the feed.
That was
but,
quick.
Hey, we're
Feed's
done.
done.
Yeah.
Out.
They're ready to
They're
get out
out.
of here. But no, actually, I've never heard of Harlan Williams.
Yeah,
me pull my
he's
son
oh,
over
he's
here.
a great comedian. He's done some
Okay.
movies. I haven't seen his stand-up show, but it's really funny. So
All right. Well, yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Join us. Be sure to join us tomorrow. We'll have our daily tournament as well.
Is it a bounty
I don't
tournament?
work Saturdays anymore, but I got the info right here. It is a double green chip bounty, 10K guarantee, starting at $11.15, $250 buy-in. And again, we will have that live stream. Make sure you subscribe to our Twitch. You will be notified when we go live. Thanks for hanging out.